Learning how to take yourself out of a situation and put a bird's eye view on it would definitely give you a different perspective. Might make things a little clearer too. As humans, we just get caught up, think we know it all, think we can figure it out. It's almost like when you stop thinking about where you might have put something that you can't find. When the moment you stop thinking, it's like boom, it pops up. What about life? What about if we looked at life like that? Maybe if we just stopped thinking about it so hard, stop trying so hard. Maybe things just might start popping up in our head. I guarantee you that's probably how, people came up with brilliant ideas. Just boom, popped up in their head one day. Sometimes we just want to force things to happen, want it to happen so bad, and then we try figuring out why it's not happening. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen. Why take life so seriously, We ain't even getting out of here alive. Our flesh, that is. But that also makes you want to think, all right, well, if that's the case, then what is the purpose? What is the real purpose of it all? I don't think it's to be caught up, that's for sure. But man just has to put his foot in everything. And I'm not talking about you sitting on the other side of this screen. I'm talking about man trying to play God. And then people get caught up in what that man's saying without doing that bird's eye view. Getting their emotions out of it. Emotions will definitely get you caught up. But everything in life is a learning experience, right? It's just a matter of if you want to look at it like that. But when you got that bird's eye view, you never know. You might have a different perspective as to why you're going through something. But if you're caught up in the moment, how on earth can you see a different perspective? It's all in your mind, anyways. You can have that bird's eye view, but your mind is the one that controls it. But are you controlling your mind? Or are you letting your mind be controlled by your emotions, others, he said, she said? Or do you have that bird's eye view where you can see from a different perspective? Not even saying you got to agree with that perspective. It's just a matter of not being narrow-minded. Narrow-minded, how are you going to learn from that? How are you going to grow from being narrow-minded? You got to be open to information, right? You got to be open to trying to understand what somebody's saying, or if you don't like what they're saying, that's fine. But that bird's eye view. Let me try to get a gist of why they might think or feel like this, even though I don't really agree or relate or anything like that. But that bird's eye view might give you a different perception on that information that's coming out of that other person's mouth. That information you're hearing, are you utilizing it for your advantage, or are you gonna be easily triggered by it? Bird's eye view perspective is basically how you should walk in life, you know? Not saying you always got to have that perspective, but if you find yourself in the midst of, maybe you should tap into that bird's eye view and be like, all right, let me see if I can look at this from a different view. Because this view I have right now, it's leading me with a clouded judgment. Think about it. The birds, they get to see everything. They get a whole different perspective than we do. Sometimes it's just taking yourself out of the situation. That can give you a whole different perspective on it. It's just a matter of if you have that bird's eye view inside of you to help you grow. I don't know.